Imagine a place where the air chills your spine, where every creak sends a shudder down your bones. A place that whispers tales of the macabre. Welcome, brave souls, to the world's most haunted places. We'll tiptoe through the shadows of history, where stories of the unexplained, the eerie, and the downright terrifying have been etched into stone. Where the echoes of the past still linger, whispering their ghostly narratives. If you dare to continue, we will embark on a journey through time and terror. Our first stop takes us back to the year 1078, to the infamous Tower of London. Imposing, ancient, and steeped in a blood-soaked history, the Tower of London is a monument to England's past, both grand and gruesome. It was constructed in the reign of William the Conqueror, originally designed as a demonstration of Norman power. Yet over the centuries it has served as a royal palace, a treasury, an armory, and, most infamously, a prison. The tower has seen its fair share of treachery and torment. Its stone walls have been the silent witnesses to countless executions and tortures. The echoes of its brutal past have given rise to tales that chill the bone, tales of specters wandering its halls, forever trapped within its confines. One of the most renowned apparitions is that of Anne Boleyn, the ill-fated second wife of King Henry VIII. Accused of high treason, she was beheaded at the Tower in 1536. Her ghost, often seen near the chapel of St. Peter ad Vincula where she was buried, is said to carry her severed head under her arm. Another haunting tale is that of the princes in the tower, Edward and Richard. These young boys, rightful heirs to the throne, were mysteriously declared illegitimate and locked away in the tower by their ambitious uncle. Their fate remains one of the most enduring mysteries of English history. They were never seen again, presumed murdered. Sightings of two small figures, clad in nightgowns, holding hands and looking forlorn, have been reported numerous times over the years. It's not just royal ghosts that haunt the tower. Countless prisoners, from commoners to nobles, met their end within its walls, each adding their own tragic tale to the tower's eerie legacy. The chilling atmosphere, the sense of despair, and the whispers of the past make the Tower of London a place where history and horror intertwine. From royal ghosts to tragic prisoners, the Tower of London has witnessed centuries of sorrow and fear. Venture beneath the city of love and lights, where the darkness of the catacombs of Paris awaits. This subterranean labyrinth, stretching over 200 miles, is a haunting testament to the city's somber past. In the late 18th century, Paris faced a grave problem. The city's cemeteries were overflowing, and the stench of rotting bodies became unbearable. The solution? The unused tunnels of an old limestone quarry. Thus, the catacombs were born. Over the course of a dozen years, night after night, the bones of millions were transported from the city's graveyards into the belly of the city. Now, imagine walking through these dimly lit tunnels where the walls are lined with the skeletal remains of millions. Skulls and femurs arranged in macabre decorative patterns, a chilling reminder of the city's mortality. Here, 6 million souls find their final resting place, their stories forever etched in the cold, damp stones. But the catacombs are not just a historical monument. They are a place of mystery and fear. Over the years, countless visitors have reported unexplainable phenomena. Some speak of apparitions, of ghostly figures seen in the corner of their eyes only to vanish when they turn their heads. Others tell of eerie voices whispering in the silence, cold touches on their necks, and feelings of being watched by unseen eyes. There's the tale of a man who ventured into the catacombs in the early 19th century. He disappeared without a trace, his fate unknown until his body was discovered 11 years later, just a few feet from an exit. It's as if he was led astray, lost in the labyrinth by some unseen force. Many believe these are not mere tales, but the restless spirits of the catacombs making their presence known. Skeptics may dismiss these stories as products of overactive imaginations, but those who have experienced these chilling encounters know otherwise. In the silence of the catacombs, whispers of the past echo through the bones. a chilling reminder that even in the city of love and lights, shadows of the past linger, waiting to tell their tales in the depths of the underground nightmare. From the depths of the underground, we travel to the open seas, aboard the haunted Queen Mary. A vessel of grandeur and elegance, the Queen Mary was launched in the early 30s, embodying the pinnacle of maritime technology and luxury of her era. Yet, beneath the veneer of her opulence, lie chilling tales that have haunted generations. During World War II, the Queen Mary was stripped of her luxury fittings and donned a new role as a troopship, transporting countless soldiers across the perilous Atlantic Ocean. Known as the Grey Ghost during this period, she was a beacon of hope for many, but also bore witness to the horrors of war, the echoes of which many believe still linger. After the war, the Queen Mary was refitted for passenger service, resuming her transatlantic crossings. However, in the late 60s, her seafaring days came to an end. She was permanently docked at Long Beach, California, transitioning into a hotel and tourist attraction. Now let's delve into the spectral realm. Over the years, guests and staff have reported eerie encounters, whispers in empty rooms, phantom footsteps echoing in the corridors, and chilling apparitions have become a part of the Queen Mary's lore. The ship's engine room in particular is said to be a hotbed of paranormal activity. Here, a young sailor was tragically crushed to death during a routine drill, and his ghostly figure is often seen in the vicinity, forever trapped in his final moments. In the first-class swimming pool, which has been long drained, spectral bathers are sometimes seen, and the echoes of playful splashing can be heard. In the ship's many staterooms, guests have reported waking up to see spectral figures at the foot of their beds, only to vanish into thin air. Despite the passing decades, these spectral occurrences continue, as if the souls aboard the Queen Mary are bound to her, forever sailing the spectral seas. From the grand salons to the deep echoing engine rooms, the Queen Mary is a vessel where history and horror intertwine. On the Queen Mary, the past refuses to rest, sailing through the mists of time and terror. On solid ground, a different kind of horror awaits at the Stanley Hotel. Nestled in the heart of the Colorado Rockies, the Stanley Hotel has been imposing its grandeur on visitors since the turn of the 20th century. Its stately white facade, crowned by red roofs, has been a beacon of hospitality since 1909, when it was opened by Freeland Oscar Stanley, a man better known for his steam-powered automobiles. But the Stanley Hotel's reputation extends beyond its architectural elegance. It is a place where the walls whisper tales of the past, where chills run down the spine in broad daylight. It has become a symbol of terror, thanks to one of its most famous guests, Stephen King. During a stay in 1974, King was struck with inspiration for his now iconic novel, The Shining. The eerie silence and desolation of the off-season hotel sparked a story of isolation and madness that has chilled readers for generations. The Stanley Hotel, in its remote, windswept location, provided the perfect backdrop for King's descent into terror. But the Stanley Hotel's ghostly reputation isn't just a product of King's vivid imagination. Many guests have reported strange occurrences. Phantom parties echo through the grand ballroom, filled with spectral revelers indulging in eternal festivities. Children's laughter rings out in empty corridors, only to fade into an unsettling silence. Unseen hands play the piano in the music room, filling the air with ghostly melodies. Room 217, where King stayed, is a particular hotbed of supernatural activity. Guests report seeing apparitions, feeling sudden cold drafts, and even finding their luggage mysteriously unpacked. The hotel staff, accustomed to these eerie incidents, take them in stride, adding to the folklore of the Stanley Hotel. The Stanley Hotel stands as a testament to the power of stories, both real and imagined. It is a place where the line between the ordinary and the extraordinary is blurred, where the echo of history mingles with the rustle of the unseen. At the Stanley Hotel, the line between reality and nightmare grows thin. Our journey ends at a place where fear and dread echo through the crumbling walls, the Eastern State Penitentiary. In the heart of Philadelphia, This monolithic structure has stood since the year 1829, its chilling history etched into every stone. Its Gothic architecture was designed to instill fear, a physical embodiment of the brutal conditions within. From the outside, it may appear as a fortress, but within it was a living hell, a place of suffering and despair. Over the course of a century and a half, Eastern State Penitentiary has housed some of the country's most notorious criminals. But it's not the living that make this place terrifying. No, it's the echoes of the dead that linger, the specters of those who met their end within these cold stone walls. The prison was infamous for its harsh punishment and solitary confinement. Inmates were left alone with their thoughts, the silence broken only by the occasional wail of despair. This psychological torture was believed to lead to insanity in many prisoners. Some say their tormented spirits never found peace, forever trapped within the penitentiary's walls. Ghost sightings have been frequent and varied. The most chilling of these is the infamous shadow figure in cell block 6. Many have reported seeing a dark figure darting quickly along the walls as if trying to avoid detection. Some have even claimed to hear the chilling sound of whispers and distant laughter, a macabre echo of the prison's dreadful past. Today, the Eastern State Penitentiary stands as a chilling reminder of a penal system steeped in brutality. The crumbling walls and decaying cells serve as a testament to the suffering endured by those unlucky enough to be sent there. But what truly makes this place haunting is the undeniable presence of something beyond our understanding. The eerie silence, the sudden chills, the inexplicable shadows, they all point to the same conclusion. The Eastern State Penitentiary is not just a relic of the past. It's a dwelling place for the restless spirits of those who were lost in its dark depths. Eastern State Penitentiary, a monument to despair and the most haunted of them all. From ancient towers to underground catacombs, haunted ships to eerie hotels, we have journeyed through places where the past refuses to rest. We've traversed the cold stone halls of the Tower of London, felt the chill in the catacombs of Paris, listened to the spectral whispers aboard the Queen Mary, and endured the unsettling silence of the Stanley Hotel. But none compare to the haunting intensity of the Eastern State Penitentiary. As we part ways, remember, in the world of the macabre, every shadow holds a story, every whisper a tale of terror. Until next time, brave souls.